Hello everybody, this is Matt with remove-malware.com, and tonight I have a client who's sort of a friend of mine. He's got a really infected PC with a bunch of rootkits and a couple of rogues and a lot of other stuff. I only know because I was on it remotely last night and I couldn't deal with it remotely. I knew I had to use one of my bootable CDs to clean it up, so I thought I'd kind of show you from start to finish, on how to clean up a really infected PC. And I know I've done a bunch of these videos before, but not kind of like live like this. So this thing's running Windows XP. It's some kind of Dell. So typical of what I usually see. Typical model, really. So I'm gonna go ahead and move it in my other room and hook this thing up, and let's kind of see what the issue is, see what he was seeing. So I'll be right back. So here I am in my temporary workspace. We're painting the entire house, so things are all over the place. Got like a bed here and junk like that. My dogs have been moved down here. So these are my two partners in crime right now. Two beagles. Named after a video game. Jack and Daxter. This is the computer. I hooked it up right here. So I'm just gonna fire it up. Sorry for all the shaking. I'm not used to this. So PC starts up like normal, sorta. It's very noisy. Must have a bad fan or something. So lots of stuff on the desktop here. I'm going to pause it while my mouse is getting installed and all that junk. I'll be right back. So my mouse finally got installed, and I have fun things like your system is infected. I know you can't see the other ones. Hang on. And keep in mind, I spent an hour on this last night remotely, and I really did bust my butt to try to get it clean. The client did say that the only site they ever go to really is the Drudge report, and I know Drudge has been hit with some pretty bad advertisers, some scams basically. You can see that Windows Explorer is crashing. We have a Windows security alert. It says something like, oh, this camera sucks. I use one of these flip things. You can't like focus. Windows security alert, your system's making unauthorized copies of your files. The antivirus that was on here was Avira antivirus. At some point, the client did not receive the updates in time, and rootkit got on here and pretty much roasted the antivirus. I did do a little damage to the rootkit, but it's still on here. You can see how many things that Avira is detecting now that it can actually detect something. But the system's too far gone to actually work on in normal boot mode. You have to use a bootable CD, a bootable rescue disk. My bootable rescue disk of choice is the Ultimate Boot CD for Win. That one I just have a lot of luck with. It boots every time. So, nothing too exciting here. I can deny access on these guys while I'm playing around. And you can see that this Antivirus 2010 comes up. If I try to search for something like free, I don't think I can search really. Antivirus. And if I try to search for something free, like if I tried to go to AVG, let's see if we can actually get anywhere on the internet. And I can tell right away, I'm pretty sure it's going to redirect me. Yeah. It's redirecting me to some affiliate who's going to collect a commission on anything that I buy from the site. So you wouldn't notice that really, but there was a little affiliate link up here, and this guy was going to go ahead and collect payment for me just buying off AVG's site, because AVG has an affiliate program like most other anybody who sells software, basically. Let's try to go to Avira. It looks like Avira is going to load. It's pretty shocking, really. Let's try Bitdefender. Okay, so now we're going to go to... Come on, camera. Oh boy, this is a mess. Well, we went to Bitdefender, but we got, again, affiliate took his commission if I was going to buy something here. So that's pretty much called cookie stuffing. So somebody's, you know, making money off anywhere I go on the internet. Somebody's making money. So this is sort of boring, this part right here. Basically, super highly infected computer. And I'm going to go ahead and grab my disk. I wonder if I have one around here somewhere. You can see how organized I am. No. Usually I'll have like one of these guys sitting around I can just boot from. So here I have, what's that say? Ultimate Boot CD for Win. It's like it's like May 21st. I don't care, because really all I do is boot from it, and then I download a copy of Dr.Web. And some people will say, well, why don't you just use the Dr.Web Live CD? Well, the Dr.Web Live CD, I've had trouble booting it from plenty of computers. So, I'm going to power that off. Just going to go ahead and hit F12 a bunch of times. So basically I'm hitting F12 to start my bootable CD from, basically, from the CD-ROM. You can see Ultimate Boot CD starts up, launch it. Takes a good long while to start up. And if you're wondering why this color in this room is blue, the guy I bought the house from, he was a St. Louis Rams fan, and I'm not a football guy, so this was the room he watched Rams in. So I haven't bothered to paint it yet. So and this is like a total mess. So junky. I have a lot of cleanup to do. Anyway, well that's loading. I'll come back. Oh, here we are in the Ultimate Boot CD for Win. I'm sure you can't really see much, but this is as far as I can really take this little crappy camera until I buy a better one. So I'm installing the network adapter. Ultimate Boot CD for Win installs like hundreds of different network adapters. So it really makes it a lot easier for me to download stuff. And what I'll be doing is downloading the free version of Dr.Web's Curate. And what I'm doing right now is I'm just grabbing a DHCP address from my router junk up there. And go ahead and open up the internet. And when you open up the Ultimate Boot CD for Win, it takes you right to their forum. A lot of people email me questions on this program. I gotta tell you, I barely know it. I know enough just to build my CD, and that's it. If you want to ask questions, go to their forum. It's ubcd4win.com/forum. So what I'm going to do right now is just go to Google. I'm typing one-handed right now, so hold please. Alright. And we're just going to do Dr.Web Curate. That's what it looks like. I know I'll probably figure out this focus thing as soon as I'm done with this stupid video, but I I should have looked at that first. This is kind of like, I was driving on the way home and I thought, oh, wouldn't that be cool just to film all this stuff? So I didn't prepare a single bit, which is how I like to do things. Videos, I mean. Alright, so we go over to Dr.Web's Curate. And it takes a second to load. It's not exactly speedy. Oh, I'm sorry, I had to come down here. And let's see. I have to agree to some license agreement. These guys make top-notch stuff. I'm telling you, I love their stuff. Okay, so I'm basically going to download this randomly named file, and it's like 48 megabytes. That's the current size of the Dr.Web Curate. They update this thing every single day. And so I'll download it. Coming down off my connection. I think pretty sure these guys are in Russia. I don't know if this is a US mirror or not. But it's coming down around 200 KB a sec. So that'll take a little while to download. Once it downloads, we'll go ahead and execute it and just do a scan of some sensitive areas. Like for Windows XP, it'd be Documents and Settings, and then Windows. And that's pretty much what you want to scan. The most important drive or directory to scan would be Windows / System32 / drivers for a 32-bit operating system, because that's where all your rootkits go. So that's the most important part to scan if you're really in a time crunch. So anyways, just downloading, and I'll be back. Okay, now that this has been downloaded, I will go ahead and just open the folder. I want to see where I downloaded it because I don't even remember. Okay, good. It's on the C drive. That's where we want it. I'll go ahead and close this guy. Close this guy. And what I like to do before I launch things, I always like to just clear the RAM drive. Just kind of makes things run a little bit better for me. I'll go ahead and open up my computer, and I'll go to my C disk, and then I'm just going to go ahead and my C drive. I'll go ahead and open that. I usually right click and then I'll click open, just to make sure I'm actually doing it right. This Ultimate Boot CD for Win is sometimes kind of slow, and you'll double click or not click enough, and it kind of messes with you. So it wants to do a default scan at first, which is really a pain because I have to let it start up and then I have to immediately cancel it. So you can see it takes a little while to load, and then it'll start doing a scan, and I just kind of have to wait for it to start, and then I'll just stop it, and then I'll basically tell it, you know, what I want it to scan. So at this point I can stop it. I'll go to custom scan, expand the C drive. I'm going to go ahead and select Documents and Settings, and I'll go ahead and select Windows. Then I'll take a look at the C drive and see if there's anything weird hanging out there. I don't really see anything, so now I'm free to go ahead and hit the play button, and it'll start preparing to scan. And this scan may take a long time. I may have to come back to this tomorrow because I have another computer I have to work on for tonight. But if it finishes within the hour or something like that, I'll go ahead and show you guys. Or if it, I know it'll find stuff, so I'll kind of give you an update on that. But basically, just scanning Documents and Settings and Windows, and that's really all you have to do. with Dr.Web. And it will cure if you have a virus infection. Lots of people on the internet have told you that there's no way you can recover. It's a a lost cause. It's not true. I've recovered many virus computers and have never had a call back complaining. I still go to their house and they're still fine. And it will go ahead and disinfect all kinds of rootkits. That's the beauty of Dr.Web. And it's a free little deal. So anyway, I'll be back. Well, you can see right away what we're dealing with here. It is a master boot record rootkit. You can see it's infected with this TDSS 4005. So it's going to ask me if I want to cure it, and I'll say yes to all. And it wants me to write a standard boot record. So far that's been working fine for me. And you can see it's been cured. Now it will proceed to scan the rest of the hard drive, or the rest of those 2 folders I selected, and it'll just go through them all and just it'll tell me what it found, and we'll get rid of it. After I use Dr.Web, I always have to go back and use Malwarebytes, go ahead and put on some kind of antivirus, that kind of stuff. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that. Okay, well, I'm back. It's actually finished. It found 9 additional items that were pretty big time. There's another rootkit, and then just a whole bunch of nasty stuff. So pretty much either moved it or deleted it. It moved it to my B drive, which is going to be destroyed as soon as I reboot. So that's good. And I can just go ahead and close that. And then at this point, I am free to scan with Malwarebytes. But what I think I'll do first, and what I should have done, I forgot totally. Let me close some of this stuff. I'm going to go ahead and clear my RAM drive. I should have loaded Easy PC Fix and deleted temporary files. That would have sped things up quite a bit, but oh well. I always forget to do certain things. And just delete all these temporary things. And hit delete. So that'll make my Malwarebytes scan pretty fast next time I boot. So I'm going to go ahead and let that go, and then I'll reboot and safe mode with networking. And then proceed to download and install Malwarebytes and do a scan, and we'll be wrapping this this client's PC up pretty soon here. Thanks. Well, I'm back at booted into safe mode with networking, and I just installed Malwarebytes and did an update. Everything's pretty smooth. So once I do my update, I come down and just yank my network cable. I find that's the quickest way to go. Pretty much, once I got my update from Malwarebytes, I don't want any other software possibly downloading updates or downloading Trojans, whatever, not updates. So all I need to do now is scan. Sorry. It's probably a horrible thing to watch, but just listen to me. So it's doing its scan, and I'm sure it's going to find a bunch of stuff because Dr.Web, I primarily use Dr.Web for finding rootkits and things like that. So anyway, I know this is kind of hard to see, and it wasn't like, I don't know, like the clearest picture, but it was fun for me, and that's all that counts. So, and I hope you enjoyed too. And as you know, the antivirus that we're going to put on here, the client has opted for Norton Antivirus. I'm sorry, Norton Internet Security 2011, and he'll be buying that and putting that on as soon as he gets the PC back. So after malware bites, I'm pretty much in the clear. Just have to make sure it's running speedy just to keep him happy. So we'll take a look and see what Malwarebytes finds, and then after that we just need to make sure we boot in a normal mode, okay, and that's the end of this this client call. So okay guys, well, it found 1,351 additional items, so that's quite a bit. And if we take a look at this, I'm sure like 90% of it's adware hotbar. And then we got at the very bottom, you usually have the real deal stuff, which is Trojan agent, just, you know, real files. These are actual files that still exist. And we'll go ahead and remove selected. And since there's so much that was found, I'll probably end up scanning with something else, because I have this computer for an extra day, so I can let something else scan overnight, just for the heck of it, you know. Alright, so that looks like it's done. It'll probably ask me to reboot here in a second. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put this thing together tomorrow and the next day and kind of edit it up a little bit. It's my first one doing something like this, so let's see how it goes. So there's my log, and yeah, I'll go ahead and reboot. Alright guys, well, I'll finish this up and upload it tomorrow, and I'll talk to you guys on YouTube then. See ya.